Hey everybody, hey, Carlotta Berry here hopping on. Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and hit record right now while it is still stirring up in my soul. I just finished reading in the book of John. And yeah, as I'm reading the book of John, I felt convicted. I'm in the last chapter of John. I believe it's chapter 21. And you guys go ahead and read it for yourself. But Peter is asking Jesus about a particular disciple that's following them. And he's, inquiring about, what about him? And so Jesus replies back, if I want him to remain until I come, what is that to you? As for you, follow me. So what is that to you, or what is that to me when we're concerned about someone else, when we're looking into somebody else's life and we're saying what they should or they should not be doing, and we're so concerned with that we're not using our time and our energy and our time to spend with God to find out what God is calling us to do. Y'all, I got so convicted by this part of the study. I went into the commentary to really try to understand it more after I meditated over it several times. And in the commentary is talking about how Jesus has a general will for all of his people, all of his believers, but he also has a specific will for each one of us. So he has something specific for me, and he has something specific for you. And instead of using all your time and energy focusing on someone else and what they're doing in their Christian walk, we need to use that time to discern what God is calling us to do. And in doing that, which is, putting down your cell phones, turning off the TV, turning off the radio, not been so distracted with all the things that are going out out in the world, and spending more time with him, meditating over his word. I say it all the time. I'm talking to myself, even when I'm talking to you all, praying and worshiping him, and really getting to where we understand his characteristics and we're able to hear his voice, and then as it lines up with your natural abilities, your natural gifts and talents, and you not operate in fear and doubt. And as you move forward in that direction, then God's specific will that he's calling you to, it will be more evident. Yeah, I was so convicted by it because I feel like I'm not spending enough time with God where I can hear his voice so sharply that I will not be second guessing. If you are like me and you second guess and, you get fearful, you get momentum, you're headed in a particular direction, you feel that pull, but then you get a little nervous and you hesitate. My encouragement to you is to spend more time with God and trust what he's calling you to. And let's not spend, time that we do not have focusing on someone else, looking at someone else's social media, what they're doing, what they're not doing, their page, their channel. Yeah, we do want to be inspired. And yes, there's a lot of good things that social media can help us with. But if you're spending more time there than in the Word, then you're going to miss God's message for you. And so I just want to hop on real quickly to say that to you all. I'm back here, grab my tea and my journal, and I'm writing and spending time with God. And I tell you, once you do it, once you carve out that time to do it, you just get lost in God's word and you can hear what he's saying. You can discern much more clear. So our jobs is to glorify God. And by doing that, we want to walk in God's specific will for ourselves, for you. So if you're like feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're in this place and you feel like you're not going anywhere, just continue to seek God's face and then sit and wait. He's going to give you an answer, A door will open. You will receive a phone call. You will receive a yes from a particular individual that's going to connect you with that particular thing that's going to confirm even more so that you're going in the right direction. Y'all, I plan to continue to move forward with what God is calling me to do, and especially if it's lining up with your gifts and your talents, then you're on track. So don't spend time focusing on what everybody else is doing. God is like, what is that to you? What is that to you? You do what I tell you to do. Again, I am in the book of John. I'm in John 21 right now, the last chapter in the Bible. And Peter is talking to Jesus because Jesus is telling Peter to follow him. And then Peter is asking God, Lord, what about him? What about him? And Jesus responds, if I want him to remain until I come, what is that to you? As for you, you follow me. And if you want to read the whole entire chapter, which you really need to do so, go ahead and read it. Read the whole chapter, John 21, go into the commentary, and it breaks it down. It breaks it down that, God has a specific will for each one of us, and we're not to spend our time and our energy focusing on this person over there. Use your time and your energy to get into the will of God, and we are to discern what it is that he's saying. And in order to discern and to hear clearly his divine instructions, you're going to have to spend time with him. There's no workaround. There's no circumventing this. You have to spend time with God. And the more you spend time with him, the more you develop an intimate relationship with God, truly understanding, his characteristics and being able to recognize his voice. You'll know when you get an instruction and it's not from him. And then you won't go that way. You'll go in the direction that he's calling you to. And then you're going to look back, as I always say, and you will be amazed when I tell y'all how many times I didn't see it right when I was in it. But because I'm trying to move obediently and I'm getting more, I'm becoming more disciplined in studying the word and meditating on the word. I'm not where I need to be, but I'm telling you all, it's my heart's desire to do God's will. And when I read this right here and I meditated over it and I prayed over it, God is saying, stop thinking about or worrying about and taking your attention and focusing on everybody else. You focus on what I'm telling you to do. And it may be a challenge sometimes. You may run into some obstacles, but that's not the time to throw in the towel. That's not the time to quit. That's the time to continue to seek God's face. I tell you, it's time for us to increase our discernment. And you can do it. I can do it too. So I just wanted to hop on to give you this encouraging word and just to tell you, seek his face. He has, and the word says it, He has a specific will for you, okay? All righty, y'all. Until next time, I'll see you later. Always know God is real. Believe that he's real. He loves you so much, and he's rooting for each and every last one of us to win. Stay close to him. Seek his face. And the instructions that he has for you will be abundantly clear. All righty, I'll see you later. Bye. Have peace.